Hey everyone, before the video starts, I just want to give a warning. I've had this issue already once before, a few videos back, with these flashing images. I am still trying to work on it. I thought I had it fixed because it was fine for a few videos, but now it's come back. So for the first half of this video there is going to be some flashes on screen. I'll try to make it look as best as I can. If anyone has any knowledge on this and they want to message me, I can give you my specs for my camera and recording and stuff and see if maybe we can work something out. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'll put the timestamp in the description for when it goes back to the regular footage if you want to skip forward at all. But just giving you a heads up before the video starts. Thanks, guys. Welcome back to Put You On. My name is Michael. I'm here with my dad.
Hey everyone, it's Mike.
And today we are listening to Guts by Olivia Rodrigo. This is her second album. We listened to her first one. I think that might have been the last video we recorded at our old house right before we moved with that album.
Right, because I just looked at it Sunday.
So that was from
the old studio.
Yeah. So it's been a few years since that record has come out. We talked about it when we listened to that one, how I was anticipating this one. Everyone's kind of been waiting for a while to see what her follow-up was to that.
That's the one where she had all the tattoos and everything on the cover, I think.
No. The stickers? She had stickers on her.
Yeah. Sorry. I knew there was something.
So yeah, this is her sophomore album. We talked about the second record a lot, you know. She had a lot of big hits on the first one, like I told you about, even though it was just her first album. She had a couple songs that were massive, and on all over the radio and viral on the internet. So I really love that album. I know you loved it a lot when we listened to it. And then
what was the name of it again?
Sour.
Oh, Sour.
First one was Sour. This one is Guts. And then if you remember, we did her live performance too, the Tiny Desk.
That was good.
With all the acoustic versions of the songs.
That was very good, yeah.
So yeah, everyone knows how we feel about them. If you go watch that video, I think she's extremely talented.
Now, you haven't listened to this either, right? This is the first.
This is going to be my first reaction as well. I've waited so we could do the first reaction together because I think it's fun that way, especially when it's an artist that we've already done together. So we both are already familiar with her and her music.
Right.
So yeah, I would honestly say this is probably one of, if not my most anticipated albums of this year. I've really been waiting for it for a long time.
Okay.
It's our dog's second birthday today.
Maggie, say hi. I'm 2 years old today.
And it was just his birthday.
Cuba's 2 years old today. The other day.
So they're hanging with us because we're recording in the daytime. So otherwise they would freak out.
Yes.
So yeah, I've heard those 2 tracks only. I believe it's 13 tracks, 12 tracks. So I've only heard 2 of them, which were the 2 singles. The first one is called All American Bitch, track 1.
Feather and as stiff as a board. I pay attention to things that most people ignore. And I'm alright with the movies that make jokes about senseless cruelty, that's for sure.
Wasn't expecting that.
No.
Rush.
I thought it was going to stay acoustic.
Interesting. I did not expect it to go the punk
No.
route. But the intro track from Sour also was punk, heavy, aggressive track. So I guess she's still sticking to or showing off that her ability to go like a punk, more heavy. What do you think?
Very reminiscent of like Avril Lavigne, I have to say.
Yeah, I think we made that comparison.
Yeah.
First record.
And it's who produced this? Is it?
I'm pretty sure it's the same producer she was with the first album, Dan Negro, I believe. He did the majority of the first album. I'm pretty sure she's stuck with him for this one.
Because I find it interesting. I know Avril's been, I guess, doing like a legacy tour, you know, playing all her old hits. It surprises me because this sounds like something right up her alley. Like, I wonder why certain artists get, I wouldn't say get the nod, but like, I guess just all about being in the right place at the right time, right? Like, she could hear that and say, "Oh God, I could cover that, or I could do that," you know. Or it seems like something I would record. My point being, it's very similar. In fact, if you would have told me that was Avril Lavigne, I would believe it. So, I mean, having said that, I've got nothing against Avril Lavigne. I've got, you know, it just feels like very, very carbon copy. Just my opinion.
Yeah, I don't really see it as like that identical, but I mean, the punk style. I mean, she had that in the first record too, but yeah, I thought it was okay. I like her. I mean, her vocals still sound great. That's kind of what I'm focusing on. I just wasn't expecting it, but I feel like that's one.
Yeah,
I need more.
It felt like it was going Taylor Swift.
Yeah, with the like folky,
like a story maybe, or
and the
mandolin.
folky guitars.
Yeah,
the next two tracks, which are the two singles. So I have heard both of these. So
she released them, and they're in a row on the album,
right at the beginning, which I like too, because then it's like kind of get the old ones out of the way, and then I could get all the new ones.
Did you like both when you first heard them?
One of them I love,
completely.
One of them I think is okay.
All right.
So I'll let you decide.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
If we agree.
Okay.
So track 2 is called Bad Idea, Right? Question mark.
Bad idea.
Right?
Right. Okay.
Good transition.
Haven't heard from you in a couple of months, but I'm out right now and I'm all fucked up. And you're calling my phone, you're all alone, and I'm sensing some undertones. I'm right here with all my friends, but you're sending me your new address. And I know we're done, I know we're through. But God, when I look at you, my brain goes, can't hear my thoughts. I cannot hear my thoughts. Like blah, 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 blah. Seeing you tonight, it's a bad idea, right? Seeing you tonight. Fuck it, it's fine. Yes, I know that he's my ex, but can't two people reconnect? I only see him as a friend. The biggest lie I ever said. Oh yes, I know that he's my ex, but can't two people reconnect? I only see him as a friend. His trip to Fallon to his bed. Now I'm getting in the car, wrecking all my plans. I know I should stop, but I can't. And I told my friends it was asleep, but I never said where in his sheet. See you tonight. Fuck it, it's fine. Yes, I know that he's my ex, but can't two people reconnect? I only see him as a friend. The biggest lie I ever said. Can't two people reconnect? The biggest lie I ever said.
Yeah, that felt very teeny bopper.
Yep.
It reminds me of maybe like when Aaron used to listen to the Jonas Brothers when they first came out. It sounds like someone if you were in middle school and you have their posters up on your wall, it's like music that your parents don't mind you listening to because there's nothing really, going on. It's very, very teeny bopper.
Yeah. So I'll start with the things that I like because I've obviously heard it a few times.
The riff and the music are pretty cool.
The production is cool, and I like what they do with her her vocals, the panning in the chorus.
Yeah, and instead of a guitar solo, they used a little bit of a synth there at the
so
end.
that I like. But like everything you're saying, vocally and substance-wise
Lyrically,
and style, it's just it gives me the
very
kinda,
young girl.
cringe feeling a little
Like
bit.
she's got to be in her.
She is young. I think she's 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, it's definitely that feels geared towards a young audience.
Which, when we listened to the first album, we had some of those comments, but a lot of those were the feelings of a young person, but they sounded mature and well put together and emotional. But this just doesn't have that.
This sounds like she's got
substance.
two pigtails.
Yeah.
And, the
It's like
video is
an okay track.
Yes.
Like, I don't hate it. Yeah, track 3, Vampire, I enjoy
Okay.
significantly more. This was the first single from the album. That one was the second single. This was the first.
Hate to give the satisfaction asking how you're doing now. How's the castle built of people you pretend to care about? Just what you wanted. Look at you, cool guy, you got it. 'Cause I've made some real big mistakes, but you make the worst one look fine. I should have known it was strange. You only come out at night. I used to think I was smart, but you made me look so naive. The way you sold me for parts, you sunk your teeth into me. Bloodsucker, fame fucker, bleeding me dry like a goddamn vampire.
It's good.
Yeah.
Every
Those are the
girl I ever
vocals.
talked to told me you were bad, bad
remember.
news.
Yeah,
You
very
called them
strong.
Crazy.
Yeah.
God, I hate the way I called them crazy too. You're so convincing. How do you lie without flinching? I used to think I was smart.
I like that it lifted there. It keeps it from being like a sad ballad.
It slowly swells up.
Like, even with some rhythm, it's
Bloodsucker, fame fucker, bleeding me dry like a goddamn vampire. You said it was true love, but wouldn't that be hard? You can't love anyone, 'cause that would mean you had a heart. The way you sold me for parts is you sunk your teeth into me. Bloodsucker, fame fucker, bleeding me dry like a goddamn vampire.
Yeah, I like that. That had I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm feeling the need, or I'm comparing her to maybe it's because I just don't have a grasp or a real memory of what we did, so it feels like brand new. Felt a little with the rewind. It had the softness of Billie Eilish. And the storytelling of Taylor, and the same kind of hurt coming through, that someone really fucked her over.
Yeah.
And the vocals are strong.
Yeah.
Hitting nice high notes.
So effortless, so good. And you're right. I like how it starts as such a slow, powerful ballad.
Yeah, it had
and
that
just,
real close to the microphone gentleness that Billie can do.
and then she just rises right up.
And I like that the song took that.
Follows her vocals.
Yeah, because otherwise it would have felt too ballady.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a ballad because she's angry.
Yeah. So it gives you that anger
Feel.
the way she hit that last the bloodsucker, like really nails and I think she always just has she really can have some really good, clever songwriting, and tying the vampire to being a bloodsucker and coming out at night, and it's just, I think that's just a fantastic
it
pop
had
song.
good visual
Yeah.
story along with it. I could empathize with what she was feeling.
Yeah.
She made me.
I'll show you the video for that. It's really cool.
Okay.
Track 4 is called Lacy. So everything from here on out will be new to me as well.
Okay.
After those singles.
A lot of acoustic.
Yeah. So far.
Lacy, oh Lacy, skin like puff pastry. Aren't you the sweetest thing on this side of hell? Dear angel Lacy, eyes white as daisies. Did I ever tell you that I'm not doing well? Ooh, I care, I care, I care. Like perfume that you wear, I linger all the time, watching hidden in plain sight. Dazzling starlit Bordeaux reincarnate. Well, aren't you the greatest thing to ever exist? Ooh, I care, I care, I care. Like ribbons in your hair, my stomach's all in knots. You got the one thing that I want. Ooh, I try, I try, I try. Lacy, oh Lacy, it's like you're out to get me. Yeah, I despise my rotten mind and how much it worships you.
I'm gonna let you take this one first because you're more familiar with the music. But what do you think?
Well, I'm not more from with.
I mean,
haven't
with
heard
her,
it.
with her.
Oh, I thought it was gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
I don't fully understand the
Yeah, I don't know. I can't make out the
story line.
No, not at all. But very mature lyric there. Bardot reincarnate. She
Yeah.
was definitely referring to Brigitte Bardot, who was a
Who's that?
sex symbol from the 60s, 70s.
Oh, okay.
Brigitte Bardot, actress, French.
I think that might be the lowest range she's done for an entire record.
I mean, am I
The sultry,
Am I-
whispered?
feeling the Billie Eilish
Yeah,
feel?
yeah. I was getting a little bit of that and a little bit of Lord, who I don't think we've done.
Oh Lord,
Yet,
yeah,
but,
Royals, yeah,
I feel that,
yeah.
but really pretty.
I mean, it started to
Beatles-ish
feel like
kinda
she was,
guitar.
yeah, nice acoustic,
Yeah,
like a lullaby almost.
the
Country, little country feel too.
yeah. Track 5 is called "Ballad of a Homeschooled Girl." Back to the punk.
Cat got my tongue, and I don't think I get along with anyone. Blood running cold, I'm on the outside with the greatest inside joke. And I hate all my clothes, feels like my skin doesn't fit right over my bones. I broke glass, I tripped and fell, I told secrets I shouldn't tell. I stumbled over my words, I made it weird, I made it worse each time I step outside. It's social suicide. It's social suicide. Wanna curl up and die. It's social suicide. Everything I do
Right
is
back to the
Yep,
younger crowd.
Yep.
the morning after I panic. Oh God, what did I say? I broke glass, I tripped and fell. I told secrets I shouldn't tell. I stumbled over my words. I made it weird, I made it worse each time I step outside. David, I'm alive. It's social suicide. It's social suicide.
I like that better than Bad Idea, right?
I liked it a little bit better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still, it reminded me of when Megan wanted to, when we went over to get her first, one of her first CDs, she wanted Pink so bad. And it felt like she was being, like, I know in her mind, she felt like she was being a bad girl, like, because
The punk.
she had the pink hair and it was standing up on that album. And I think it was just titled Pink.
Yeah.
And it's something I wouldn't mind my daughter. Like, I had heard her song, so I knew, how popular she was.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way. Like if my daughter, my young teenage daughter came up to me and said, "Oh, Dad, can we get Guts, the new Olivia?" No problem.
Right. Yeah.
That's how this feels. I
Yeah.
don't feel, it's what I would expect a middle school girl to want to hear.
I agree. But I think it's like you said, I think that is a slight notch above. I would put that a slight notch above Bad Idea, right?
Musically, but not lyrically.
Yeah, lyrically,
It's right there.
I mean, a little
Ballad
bit.
of a Homeschool Girl, like, oh my God, social media. Oh my God, it's suicide. I can't have that.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't mind. I liked the little breakdown too, and I really liked the drums and the groove.
The drums were
It felt like a old Green
like
Day.
I could see the guy, I could see the guy like bump,
like
bump,
first
bump,
Green
bump.
Day, 2 albums, like super punk. Track 6 is called Making the Bed.
Want it so I got it, did it so it's done. Another thing I ruined, I used to do for fun. Another piece of plastic I could just throw away. Another conversation with nothing good to say. I thought it so I said it, took it cause I can. Another day pretending I'm older than I am. Another perfect moment that doesn't feel like mine. Another thing I forced to be a sign. But sometimes I feel like I don't wanna be where I am, getting drunk at a club with my fair weather friends, push away all the people who know me the best. But it's me who's been making the bed. Can't stop at the red light, can't swerve off the road. I read somewhere it's cause my life feels so out of control. Now tell someone I love them, just as a distraction. You tell me that they love me like I'm some tourist attraction. They're changing my machinery and I just let it happen. I got the things I wanted, it's just not what I imagined. But sometimes I feel like I don't wanna be where I am, getting drunk at a club with my fair weather friends, pull the sheets over my head, making the bed. Sometimes I feel like I don't wanna be where I am, making a bed.
This one and the Hurt song with the breakup,
Yeah.
it's revealing,
Yeah.
right? She's letting you in a little bit on what may or may not be an insight into what she feels,
Yeah.
as opposed to being made up. But yeah, if you're if you're in that kind of mood, it nailed it. I like at the end how she took the verse and kept it nice and quiet. Like,
Yeah.
the main hook was
put it over the
deconstructed.
piano and
Yeah.
made it more of a ballad sound. Yeah, the songwriting was very, very
Yeah, it
good.
was very personal.
Yeah, very, very revealing of
That feeling of like anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm
her
out with
own-
my friends and drinking,
Yeah.
but I don't really want to be here, and
Yeah.
I'd rather be under the covers.
yeah,
I'm sure everybody can
And
relate to
her,
that at some point.
yeah, the feeling of, am I responsible for the way that I'm feeling, and am I the one that needs to
Yeah, I'm still the one making my own bed.
fix
Yeah.
these things or change these things?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a nice song.
yeah, it was.
It's nice. Next track is called Logical.
I mean, the musicians she's got, I don't know if she plays an instrument,
Great.
but very good background musicians.
What you do, come for me like a savior. And I'd put
Studio
myself through hell for you. Hear all the rumors lately that you always deny. And now you got me thinking 2 + 2 = 5, and I'm the love of your life. 'Cause if rain don't pour and sun don't shine, then changing you is possible. No, love is never logical. And all the things you did to me, you lied, you lied, you lied. Oh, and now you got me thinking 2 + 2 = 5, and I'm the love of your life. 'Cause if rain don't pour and sun don't shine, said I was too young, I was too soft. Can't take a joke, can't get you off. Why do we do this? I look so stupid thinking 2 + 2 = 5, and I'm the love of your life. 'Cause if rain don't pour and sun don't shine, then changing you is possible. No, love is never logical.
Good vocal strength.
Man.
Logical, logical, and that makes me feel horrible. Oh, logical, logical, love is never logical. I know I could have stopped it all. God, why didn't I stop it all?
Wow.
What do you think?
That's my favorite one so far.
Really?
Yeah, I thought that was incredible.
I like the vocal strength, but I felt it was full of a little too many cliches. Like it was bordering between cliche lyrics, like, you know, love is painful, love is logical, love is not logical, like the sun meets the, you know, there was a lot of that, but then there were hints of the deepness. Other parts where it was, you know, the lyrics were really good, like it was, you know, very personal. So for me, it was a mix lyrically of the cliche versus person. I would have liked one or the other. Less cliche, let's put it that way. I would have liked less cliche, more real lyrics. But her voice, very strong on those notes.
Yeah. I love that. I think that's my favorite one so far. I wouldn't say, for me, I don't feel like it's, some of the lyrics are cliche. I think that it's a very real experience that a lot of girls go through with guys that don't have their shit together, that are, and I know exactly the type of guy that she's talking about. It's not me, by the way. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
But the like dependency and the gaslighting and stuff like that. And I think that she put it in a way that's very relatable, that can get through to people who are in that situation. So like, I feel like those somewhat cliche lines were just put in a way that is direct and that's easy to click onto what she's saying. So I feel like if you are in that situation, then it would feel more personal to you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've said this before. We know women,
and I think
women mature faster than men. Girls mature faster than boys, and it's just so ironic that happens, you know, right at the time when the peak feelings happen, where a girl turning into a woman can feel, you know, really, really devastated, and you know, self-image things and all this, but.
And I think a key part of pop music is finding the simplest way to put something and not making it super wordy or lyrical, like taking very big, complex emotions and putting them into 2 lines or 1 line. Track 8 is called Get Him Back. After that, after all that, God damn it.
Told you.
Wait, is this the song with the drums?
I met a guy in the summer and I left him in the spring. He argued with me about everything. He had an ego and a temper and a wandering eye. He said he's 6'2" and I'm like, dude, nice try. But he was so much fun and he had such weird friends. And he would take us out to parties and the night would never end. And if I had to choose, I would say it right now.
Go ahead. You can't contain yourself over there.
It's just so funny. Is like I basically just said.
Yeah, she's.
I mean, it's. Yeah, I don't.
She's ruining my argument.
There's no doubt it's an attempt.
Yeah.
At this up and down.
Yeah.
You know,
straightforward versus.
She's right there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's a teeter.
Which I'm okay. I'm okay with it. It's just, you know,
if that's intentional.
if that's your, you
Yeah.
know, let's look at it for what it is.
Yeah.
This is that audience, so I'm okay with it. Go ahead.
Yeah. But it is kind of funny
Yes.
after all that.
Oh, she's deep, man.
The drums are great.
Yeah, I mean the studio musicians were really good. I like that it's live too, not you know,
Yeah.
synthesizers.
Could definitely see this as a concert or tour song. Whole crowd chanting.
Wanna kiss his face with an uppercut. I wanna meet his mom just to tell her her son sucks. I wanna keep his car. I wanna make him lunch. I wanna break his heart, stitch it right back up. I wanna kiss his face with an uppercut. I wanna meet his mom and tell her her son sucks. Yeah. I wanna get him back. I wanna make him really jealous. Wanna make him feel bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I mean, I feel like we're both pretty respectful when it comes to our music reviews. We
Yeah, I
treat
think so.
every recording with seriousness, and
Yeah.
we really listen. And I'm just that one was, you know, I'm putting it in the whole scheme of the, you know, like we said, if
What's going on in the
yeah, if this is your audience, then you got it, but you're not piquing my interest.
Yeah,
at all,
I will say
you know?
because of what we've been discussing on this
Yeah.
album, something that I kind of was thinking on that track that I found sort of
Mm-hmm.
fascinating is that we were talking about the back and forth of like the
up and down.
yeah, like these more punk.
maturity versus teeny
This
bopper.
guy.
Yeah.
So I do find it kind of cool how it's like the bad idea, right? Like, oh, I'm going back to my ex, and then it's the really emotional part, and then it's like, oh, I love him, and then it's the really deep introspective, and then especially these ones back to back, like logical and like thinking through the relationship and all this stuff.
Fuck
and the next
it.
one's just like, I want to get him back.
Yeah.
It's like kind of the two sides of her
Which
brain
you know,
being like, this is me when I'm alone thinking on it, and then it's like, when I'm with my friends,
which is
he's cute.
adolescence by its own definition.
Yeah.
Right? A mix of emotions, and they're all felt as intensely as if it was, you know, the only thing that mattered in the world.
So track 9 is called Love is Embarrassing.
Told my friends you were the one after I'd known you like a month, and then you kissed some girl from high school. And I stayed in bed for like a week when you said space was what you need. First song, weird, second string loser who's not worth
was fun.
More
But
of the same.
again, yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool how she was playing with the,
Her voice.
yeah, going up and down. But yeah, it's starting to feel a little,
I think it also has, I mean, I think the album cover, if you think about it, is even reflective, right? Very simple. There's not a lot there. I mean, it's a super simple, that's a super simple cover.
yeah.
Purple. She's not looking provocative. You know, very girl next door. Again, I feel like it's something that a middle school girl, late middle school girl, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, would be totally into this.
Yeah. It's just,
He kissed a high school boy. She kissed a high school boy. And,
in a weird way, it sounds like she went much further in this direction of that. Like there was a couple tracks on the first album that we said that about, I remember, and you agreed that you were like, oh, it sounds a little bit too young and teeny theme, but there was only a couple. This feels like more of them than
without
not
a doubt,
are just
the majority
going
of the
straight
album
down
is,
that
yeah, yep.
teen relationship.
Yeah, and interesting that they put the two that they put out as singles are not like that.
Well, the Bad Idea, right?
Oh, Bad Idea,
Yeah,
right.
but
the other
Vampire,
one-
not at all.
not at all.
And I was expecting, I guess, more of that.
Yeah,
so
see,
far.
and that's where I'm at. Like, you could see the growth in Vampire. You can see the growth
And
in
in
some of the
Lacy.
slower, right, where the lyrics and everything is, thought provoking.
Yeah.
The rest of it is just,
Yeah, it's
sugar coated pop
okay.
songs. Yeah.
So yeah, this is called The Grudge.
We have nightmares each week about that Friday in May. One phone call from you and my entire world was changed. Trust that you betrayed, confusion that still lingers. Took everything I loved and crushed it in between your fingers. And I doubt you ever think about the damage that you did, but I hold on to every detail like my life depends on it. It takes strength to forgive, but I don't feel strong. The arguments that I've won against you in my head, in the shower, in the car, and in the mirror before bed. Yeah, I'm so tough when I'm alone, and I make you feel so guilty. And I fantasize about a time you're a little fucking sorry. And I try to understand why you would do this all to me. How could anybody do the things you did so easily? And I say I don't care, I say that I'm fine, but you know I can't let it go. I've tried for so long. It takes strength to forgive, but I don't feel strong. Ooh, do you think I deserved it all? Ooh, but you know I can't let it go. I've tried for so long. It takes strength to forgive, but I'm not quite sure I'm there yet. It takes strength to forgive, but
Much
yeah.
better.
I mean, she does.
Yeah.
She does really well with those.
Yeah.
So it's like now it makes me feel like, is this stuff she's really gone through, or is it because the album's such a mix of it, heartbreak, love struck, teen angst,
Yeah.
anxiety. I mean, she's all over.
Yeah.
So it's not like a revenge album like Taylor did, but there's a lot of hurt there that she's expressing, and it's hard to know if it's,
Yeah.
crafted by the producers and the lyricists, or is it, because she can sing it really well. There's no doubt about
Yeah.
it.
I think, like the Sour was definitely much more of a breakup album, or like more focused on that. So it felt a little more just
like real
just
life
structure, just a little more like it had sort of a purpose as a record. Mm-hmm. Whereas this, I don't, like you're saying, I don't. It's hard to follow.
Yeah, it's interjected. So like, which is great. I mean, if she's not really that sad and hurt by it, she's just expressing it in the moment. as a song, that's good.
Yeah.
It would be hard to listen to a full album like that unless we knew her so well and she was such a major celebrity that everybody knew. Oh my God, she had a real rough breakup or something.
Yeah.
It just feels like a moment in time, a moment in this girl's life, or moments, because as happy as the other ones are, is as tender and emotional as these ones are. So
Track 11's called Pretty Isn't Pretty.
back up.
Bought a bunch of makeup, trying to cover up my face. I started to skip lunch, stopped eating cake on birthdays. Pretty isn't pretty enough. What do you do? Everybody's keeping it up. Do you think it's you? But it's been saying it's pretty isn't pretty enough. And I bought all the clothes that they told me to buy. I chased them down like Dior my whole fucking life. Everybody's keeping it
Sir,
Eh.
you see what I'm saying? It's very right. So that's all about self-image and a
Yeah.
young girl,
Yeah.
exposed to, that's a well-known
Body
thing,
image
right? Body
issues.
image issues. So, I mean, she seems to be. The album's definitely geared to a younger crowd,
Yeah.
even
But
younger
just-
than you.
Even just musically, that song, it's just very safe,
Very safe. Even
very
the,
paced.
it sounds like something you'd hear on, it's almost like elevator music. or
Yeah,
something
I was
at the
gonna say
dentist.
something out or like the mall,
Yeah.
retail radio.
Yeah.
It just,
It's
she's
too
not
bad.
going too far out with the vocals. She's doing a little bit, but she's not pushing it that
Not
far.
pushing anything. No, it's right. It is. I'm accepting it for what it is at
Yeah,
this point with
but
one
it's-
to go. So
Especially towards the end, I feel like it's like my brain's starting to drift a little bit as
Yeah,
the
there's
song
not-
goes. There's not much to.
no, I
grab.
think you nailed it. Mall music.
The final track is called Teenage Dream.
When am I gonna stop being wise beyond my years and just start being wise? When am I gonna stop being a pretty young thing to guys? And I'm sorry that I couldn't always be your teenage dream. And when does wide-eyed affection and all good intentions start to not be enough? And will everyone have every reason to call all my bluffs? And when are all my excuses of learning my lessons gonna start to feel sad? Got your whole life ahead of you, you're only 19. But I fear that they already got all the best parts of me. And I'm sorry that I couldn't always be your teenage dream. They all say that it gets better the more you grow. Yeah, they all say that
think it's a good closer.
Yeah, I mean, it's, a young girl writing about, they all say, like, what the adults all say, it gets better. So she's obviously, again, still targeting a very young crowd, teenage dreams, and it gets better, hang in there, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So,
I like the melody. I like the instrumental too. I like the way the drums came in. I thought that was a pretty solid closing track. But
yeah, I mean,
overall,
it's just, it's just very vanilla.
Yeah.
Nothing challenging, very pop, young girl pop
yeah,
audience. I don't
I can't
see
quite
this.
put my finger on what I enjoyed so much more than the first one. I just know that I did and that we both did.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know how to put into words. Like I was saying, I feel like it seems like the direction I thought she would go after that last record would be taking a little bit of a step away from some of this younger subject matter. Like we said, that was only on a couple, and even so, that was only seemed to really come through on a few tracks of that last album, where a lot of the other ones sounded more mature. So I figured this one would kind of shave that off a little more and go into the more mature songwriting and sound, but it seems
Yeah.
like it did the total
I mean, it's
opposite.
and again, it's the second album, so it's hard to know. Like, is it right? And it was a long time in between.
Yeah.
So it maybe she's not capable. We don't know. I mean, I'd say based on this, I'd say probably not.
Yeah.
If you're comparing this one to the first one, I'd give the nod over the first one.
Yeah, for sure.
However, in terms of an album that's looking for sales, if you're gearing it to a young teenage girls, you've got your album.
Yeah.
I don't see many guys,
Yeah.
admitting that they love this album. That would be
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, because I really do love the first album. I think it's really great. It's just, this seems like a very safe second album. Like, there's just so many tracks that I feel like could have been so much more. I mean, the few of them I think were great. Thought Vampire was great. Lacey was
good.
great.
I like Vampire and Lacy.
Yeah.
That was about it for
I
me.
liked Logical a lot. I thought the closing track was pretty solid, but there's just so many songs that just feel like kind of filler.
I think you have to look at it in terms of what they want the audience to be, what
Yeah.
she wants her audience to be.
Yeah.
You're not going to attract middle-aged women. You're not going to attract, this is a, 16 to 20
20.
max,
16 to 20.
right?
Yeah, because even me,
College? Can you imagine college girls? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's,
even me, a few of them, I felt a little disconnected.
yeah. I think she needs, it's too
Experience.
soon for me to rag on somebody
She needs
this
experience.
young on their second album. No way.
I mean, literally before this, she had those 10 songs.
yeah.
That was it. She didn't even have EPs, singles.
Right.
This is basically her
Yeah.
20th, her next 20.
But
she
if
has like
I'm
20 songs in her discography.
if I'm a music
so-
critic, I would not be kind. If I was a music critic for a living,
yeah, I'd probably
I
pick
would
it
not
apart
be,
a
I
little.
would not be kind. Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a little underwhelmed, I would say. But like we said, we pretty much said all already. If that is the music you're looking for at that age, you're gonna enjoy it probably significantly more.
If
than
you're a
we
mom or
did.
dad and your kid says they like Olivia Rodrigo, don't panic.
Yeah, it's
If she
just-
wants to go to they want to go to their first concert, there you go.
For me, I don't like music that sounds
Right.
safe.
Right. But
Very, very
if my
safe.
daughter or son said, "Can we go to the Olivia Rodrigo concert?" You have our permission.
Yeah.
And go with them, or let them go by themselves and wait outside. That's
So
you're going to be okay.
yeah, again, it's a first reaction too. I'm gonna listen again, but like, it doesn't. I don't have like the urge at the end to be like,
When I leave, you're going to
like,
keep
oh,
it going.
I need to see what that was about again. I mean, a couple of them, yes, a couple of the tracks.
Yeah, Vampire is
Yes.
worth a good couple listens.
Yeah, I love that song. Lacey,
And Lacy,
I thought was really, really
Lacy
good.
is intriguing.
But
I'd
it's
like,
just-
pull up the lyrics and maybe
The back,
yeah,
everything behind that is kind of just
bunch of studio musicians and some teenage angst.
Yeah.
You know?
Sorry if you loved it.
It is what it is.
But again, explain to us why you loved it. Maybe
yeah.
something outside of what we already said. If you have something to, add to why you either agree with us or disagree with us, I'd be interested to hear.
I'm sure she strikes a chord with many
Oh,
a
for
younger
sure.
person. So
Yeah.
that in itself is great. To have music that you can latch onto when you're going
Relate
through
to.
something.
Yeah.
Maybe you could say, my first concert was, what's her name again?
Olivia Rodrigo. Bad sign. I'll splice it so it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I mean, if to be able to look back and say that was your first concert, I'll always have a fond place, but I'd be surprised, and just even from a teenage girl's perspective to say, they say, but maybe the best years are behind me. I mean, no way. Come on.
Yeah. But again, that will come with.
Right. It's just where she's at.
Yeah,
so you have to
explain
look
that
at
to
this
someone.
album as a person who's right where she
Yes.
is. And that's why.
19 years old.
Yeah. But kudos to getting, big studio musicians
Yeah.
and good backing.
Also,
there was not one backing vocal.
Also, the second album in a row with not a single feature. She
No
hasn't gone down that
feature.
lane at all yet.
No backing vocals.
Nothing. All
no
her.
male voices that I
Nope.
could hear.
All her.
Yeah.
Which is very impressive.
It's her album.
But again,
Which
would
took
I be
guts.
Yeah. But would I be interested to see her do a collaboration?
Oh.
No, I'm
without-
saying I would love to see, let's do
a
something else
duet,
now.
feature.
Let's bring in some other people or
There was a little attempts at some flow. It felt a little. I told you, one felt like
did-
Beastie Boys. They
Yeah,
could have,
yeah.
if it was angry enough or the power behind it. But
everything just didn't hit.
no,
Nothing
it just,
went full this direction. It just stayed.
The train
right
kept it
down the
rolling.
middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing ambitious really. So yeah, sorry if we came off as harsh, but I think, like we said, I think we were pretty respectful in our analysis of.
Yeah.
And again, it's just our opinion, so
yeah.
we have
If you love it, I'm happy.
We have no
absolutely
musical-
happy. I wouldn't challenge you on it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say
you're crazy for that.
Yeah. If you love it, by all means, enjoy it.
Yeah, and again, like we said, we can see how you could love it
Absolutely.
as a different audience, just
Absolutely.
not for us.
No.
Doesn't really hit that string, those strings. But regardless, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah,
Thanks for
comment
tuning in.
and engage us. We,
Yeah.
we answer and we respond. So
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. And we'll see you next week with a new album and a new video. Peace.